Hey you guys, it's Bray. Today we have some urgent updates regarding Sssniperwolf. I wanted to share all of these with you guys in one video, so if you're interested, please keep watching. All right, you guys, so I've been sent a couple of clips. I've come across some stuff by myself, and I'm absolutely shocked that this is actually unfolding. In between Sssniperwolf going to Jacksfilms' private residence and sharing it with her over 5 million Instagram followers, and not only followers, let's also talk about the random people who came across her page, because usually a channel or a social page with over 5 million followers, there's people over there looking at stuff that are not her followers. So her reach is far beyond her 5.5 or whatever million followers she has. Not only that situation, but also the situation with the video chatting site Omegle, however you pronounce it, don't know, don't really care in this situation, but with her asking teenage boys to twerk in exchange for photos of her top region. I have to be very careful with words on YouTube. And this woman left that video up for 9 years, monetized on her channel. The minors' faces were not blurred, and she just this week deleted that video because people discovered it. Because, as I always say, once you're being exposed on YouTube and people are onto you, that's when those internet detectives, social media sleuths, whatever you want to call them, they start digging. And once people start digging into your content, and there's things like that, oh, it's over for you. People are going to make endless opinions about the things that you shared. So we have those two situations happening simultaneously, both having to do with her being a bad person to give a platform to. She still has her YouTube channel up, it's monetized, and she is creating content as if it's business as usual. And in the comments section of her newer videos, you can tell, obviously, people are giving their opinions, calling her out, saying, wow, can't believe she's just here making content as if everything is normal. So you see those comments, but like, wow, she's still able to make tens of thousands, if not hundreds of thousands of dollars this month. It's literally the same time that she decided to go to Jacksfilms' private residence, putting not only him in harm's way, but also his wife and any other people that, you know, visit or reside in that house. YouTube has acknowledged this situation, and I will share that update in this video with you guys. But first, I want to share this little clip from one of her videos where she was talking about don't follow YouTubers home, don't go to YouTubers' homes, don't put people in harm's way. So let's listen to this and then we'll go on.
Please respect my privacy, respect any other YouTuber's privacy, because it's hard to believe, but you know, we're people just like you, like exactly like you. We're not special or anything. Like, I'm a person too. You wouldn't like it if somebody followed you home or came up to your house. So, you know, just like respect other people, respect their privacy.
So obviously that clip, very rich coming from her, considering the things that are unfolding current day, where she is showing up at Jackfilms' house. And I want to talk about the kind of narrative that she has put out there, like, oh, what, he's scared of a woman? Jackfilms is scared of a 110-pound girl? I don't give 10 minutes whether you are they, she, he, whatever. If you are showing up at somebody's private residence, they have every right to take that as a threat, especially when you are posting it to the internet and saying, let's talk like adults. That is threatening in nature. Showing up to somebody's private home is threatening. That is a threat and it should be taken seriously. I don't care if it's a woman showing up to a man's house. I don't care if it's a woman showing up to another woman's house, if it's a man showing up. It doesn't matter what combination of whatever is happening. If somebody is showing up to somebody's private residence, that is a full stop, and it should be handled by local law enforcement and whatever platforms this content is being shared to. Jacksfilms has also come forth with a video, which I will share a clip of, where he is again, he already did it on Twitter, but he is voicing for Sssniperwolf to lose her channel because she did directly break community guidelines.
Sssniperwolf, a massive YouTuber, showed up outside of our home, recorded a video of our home, and then posted it to her 5.6 million Instagram followers, goading me with the line, "Let's talk like adults." In my 17 years on YouTube, I've never once had someone come to my home and vaguely threaten me. Sssniperwolf needs to be deplatformed.
It's just, you know, it puts a pit in my stomach because they've also, a lot of people have been sharing his actual live reaction to learning that Sssniperwolf shared his private residence on her Instagram. He was streaming during this period of time, and you can hear just the drop in his tone of voice. You can tell that it went from, oh, people are maybe saying some crazy stuff in this stream, to, oh wow, this is actually happening, and Sssniperwolf actually showed up to my home and shared it with millions of people on the internet.
Is she like trying to dox you right now?
I don't know, but that's
That
really
like
sketchy.
yeah, that's
not
that's
good.
really sketchy. That's like
That's
extremely
so sketchy.
Nah, fuck that.
How would she know where you
Fuck
live,
that.
though?
How the fuck does she know where we live? Leave me alone.
like, she's in your house right now, Jack.
She's
She's
probably gonna
literally
knock
outside
on your
your house.
door.
13
Like 5 minutes ago posted.
Wait, what?
She's literally right outside your
Oh
house.
my god!
This is happening right
The
fucking now.
fuck?
Call the fucking police.
Fucking sue
Actually.
her!
Wait, what?
Call the police.
No, there's a
I'm not joking.
video.
She's outside your house right now.
What the fuck?
Holy shit!
She literally
on her
posted a
Instagram.
video on her story 5 minutes ago. of
I'm
her
reporting
Oh my
it.
god, she
Yeah.
is. She's outside our
Doxing.
house.
Fucking record
That-
this right
She's
now.
fucking
God,
doxing you.
Ice cream.
Yeah, that's the.
Yeah, no, this is fuck. Fuck her.
Oh my god, that's horrible.
No, that is a huge
No, it's
violation
not.
of privacy and so
Oh
much
my
else. There's
God.
so much wrong with that.
No, I'm not getting out, dude. Fuck that.
No,
fuck
leaving.
that.
stay inside,
Call-
absolutely.
wrong
Call,
with her?
call the cops and show them the
Yeah.
Instagram story.
Hold on. I'm
Yeah.
gonna go
And
outside.
Aaron,
No,
no,
don't.
Aaron, don't,
Aaron,
don't,
no,
don't,
Aaron,
don't,
don't.
Do not.
Don't, please don't. Alright, hold on.
Please
Should we?
don't.
I'm gonna end this.
And as I've said before, let's just play pretend for a second. Let's say that Jacksfilms made content that I had criticized in the past, even though I didn't know who he was. But this is all a pretend scenario. If Jacksfilms made content that I totally disagree with, I don't like it, let's just say like he was a family vlogger or some kind of like bully, and you know, just really made like distasteful content that I had criticized or I didn't care for personally, I would still have the same stance that Sssniperwolf should not have showed up at his private residence, because that's the difference. I am the type of person where I can consume internet content, things happening within internet culture. I share my opinions online and I move on with my day. But the problem is that some people and their fragile egos literally cannot even remotely handle, oh wow, this person saw my content, they don't really like it, and they said that they don't like it. Okay. Not everybody is going to like your content on YouTube. Sssniperwolf of all people should know that. So the fact that she responded this way, still I go back to, this has to be a person who is mentally unwell in one degree or another, because you don't show up at somebody's private home and then post it on Instagram. You don't show up at somebody's private home anyway, but then also to gloat about it. She has continued to poke fun at this situation and make light of it. She and her sister, it was shared on Instagram that they posted something and it said, "We show up at your house, what are you gonna do?" So this is all just one big joke to her, and I hope that the joke stops, hopefully, when YouTube deplatforms her. and takes her platform away and stops putting her in this little bubble of she can do what she wants to do because she gets a lot of views on YouTube and she has a lot of subscribers and makes the platform a lot of money. Because I will tell you one brand that has already taken things into their own hands and gotten rid of her, and that's G Fuel. I talked about her being a spokesperson and having worked with G Fuel in the past. They have severed their ties with Sniperwolf. That is official. And I'm glad to see that. And, you know, I have talked quite a few times before on my channel about I don't believe in, you know, I believe in accountability culture. I don't automatically go to just wanting to cancel people because I like to see people grow and change and do better and, you know, gain new perspectives, educate themselves, and come back a better version of themselves. But there are also conditions to that. When things go into directly breaking community guidelines and putting people in harm's way, that is where I have a full stop. And that is why I am on board with Sniperwolf losing her entire channel. Now I want to share this tweet with you guys because this is where we can confirm that YouTube is aware of the Sniperwolf situation between her and Jacksfilms, and I'm sure that there are some really interesting conversations happening at YouTube headquarters today and probably yesterday. This has been on their radar for a few days now. Dear YouTube creators and Team YouTube, I am not a creator, but my husband is. Jacksfilms, this is his wife. Tonight, Sniperwolf came to my home, posted it on her Instagram for all to see, and tried to instigate a confrontation. And somebody responded and said, at Team YouTube, get on this for the love of God. Team YouTube, and this was on the 14th of October, said, appreciate this report. We're passing this along right now. And to my knowledge, this is the only official acknowledgement from YouTube about the Sniperwolf and Jacksfilms situation. I think about Jacksfilms and his wife, and in between the period of time of Friday, October 13th through now, it's been a few days, and I'm sure the last few days have flown by for some of you guys, and, you know, we're all kind of in our go to work, go to school, take care of the kids. We're just in that normal flow of life. But when you're somebody in a position of fearing for your safety, and you don't know who might show up at your front doorstep to defend or protect their favorite creator, Sniperwolf, those hours feel like weeks. And I can't say personally, but this is what I imagine they are going through. So we're all kind of going day by day. They are going minute by minute because they don't know what kind of unhinged fan might show up in their front yard or at their back door or sitting in their or sitting in their driveway or sitting down the street waiting for them to leave so that they can you know, do God knows what to Jacksfilms' house. Like, you never know what kind of weird, scary stuff people will do. I really am so tired of this narrative of people should not be, men shouldn't be scared of women. Like, why is Jacksfilms scared? I have had quite enough of that narrative, and I've seen it quite a few times, and a lot of it might be because it's Sniperwolf's fans that are very young and they just are saying ignorant stuff right now. But I really can't stand it, and I can't stand the way that Sniperwolf and her sister are trolling people and being so outright just disgusting about Sniperwolf literally breaking the law. You do not show up at somebody's private residence. Like this tweet right here. In addition to reaching out to YouTube, be sure to report Wafi, which is Sniperwolf's sister. Woofy. Is it Woofy or whatever? for this behavior. Based on her actions, it is clear she is heading down a dangerous path and will no doubt cause serious issues going forward. And she decided to respond and say, "Suck my nuts." I mean, how dare you? People are literally having to sit in their home scared. They have to sit in their home scared and watch minute by minute to make sure that nobody is at their front door because of what your sister did. There was another tweet from Sssniperwolf's sister, and she replied to Jacksfilms on the 14th and said, basically Jacksfilms was talking about this, being a really bad thing that Sssniperwolf did, and she responded and said, "Damn, does he not know how to fight or something?" That's what I'm saying. Like, this whole idea of, oh, well, he's a man, so he shouldn't be scared of a woman. Sssniperwolf was arrested for armed robbery. Why on earth should he not be scared? He can be scared of her. He can also be scared of her millions of possible mentally unwell fans that might take things a step further. For her to turn into a victim in this entire situation and make herself out to be this just a meek little girl who didn't do anything wrong, and I'm going to continue to make my lazy, boring content that's taking from other creators and not giving them proper credit, is one of the wildest things that I've seen. And Emily D. Baker actually covered this. I'm really glad that she covered this from a legal stance. And I'll actually link her video down below in case you guys want to watch it. She does have timestamps on there, so you guys can watch like just the Sssniperwolf section if that's what you're interested in.
This has escalated to a real world situation when Sssniperwolf showed up at Jacksfilms' house on Instagram and filmed the front of the house to her, 5 million Instagram followers. That has since been re-uploaded around the internet. To the credit of most people covering this story, they have blurred that out so not to continue to put out the front of his home on the internet. We really just saw that with BitBoy Crypto going to the house of a business partner who he had beef with. If you have beef with someone, showing up at their home is almost always going to be taken by the person inside the home as threatening. And it doesn't matter. I've seen a lot of people be like, is he really threatened of her? It's a threatening act, in my opinion. It's like my opinion, to show up at someone's home unannounced and then putting the face of their home, the front of their home on the internet, and then being like, what? I found the internet on Google. So it's showing what the house looks like, showing where the address is. And it's not just about someone showing up at your house and whether they will create an issue, but they've now put that information out there, and will their followers also take that as almost a call to arms because there's this ongoing beef between two creators. Don't go real world with people. Don't show up at people's homes. It is going to end dangerously. And at some point, we are going to see that end very, very badly. And it's not necessarily that the creator would do something, but they've now emboldened, empowered, or incited potentially an audience who might want to do something. And that is deeply, deeply concerning. If someone shows up at my house uninvited, that's not delivering one of my many Amazon packages every single day, that has beef with me on the internet, I am going to consider it threatening, always, because there's no other reason to be there and to not go through channels where you can connect to each other to have a conversation.
It was really interesting to, hear what she had to say. And I think all of us, no matter what kind of content you make on YouTube, I think that most YouTubers are on the same side of the argument with this. And that is that doxing is wrong, threatening people is wrong, showing up at somebody's home is wrong. I don't care if his address is able to be found on Google. I don't care about that. That doesn't matter in this situation. There are a lot of things that you can find on Google. That doesn't mean that you should automatically utilize them. And it also does not discount her role in this entire situation. So I will be following this closely and continue to bring you guys updates. I feel for Jacksfilms. I feel for his wife, because I'm sure that the last few days have been nothing short of treacherous for them. And that really sucks. Nobody should be put in this position. We should all be able to say, hey, I don't really care for your content, and be able to move on with the day. It's not that deep. It's not that serious. And if you literally can't take a couple of people thinking that, you know, your content is dumb or they don't really care for it that much, if that's going to set you over the edge, maybe it's time to hang up YouTube and move on with your life, because there are so many people who are going to come across your content and not like it or not take it for what you intended it to be taken as. It's not that deep. Stop going to people's houses, stop being creepy, and stop being so unhinged. I've had quite enough. But that's the Sssniperwolf update for today. So if you like the video, please leave a like and a comment. And if you'd like to see more from me in the future, please subscribe. I'll see you guys soon. Bye.